alive. And when your line tightens and your rod bends, it doesn't matter if you're a 6-year-old or a tournament pro. That buzz of excitement hits us all the same way. It's the moment we live for.
Give me some.
More than 50 years ago, we wanted to change the way people fish, moving off the shoreline to where we knew the fish were larger and much more fun to catch on light tackle. So we gave fishermen the ability to see individual fish under the boat. Ever since the little green box, Lowrance has been driven to bring innovative products that provide real benefits to anglers.
Today, Lowrance continues to build on its heritage of innovation and enhance its reputation for success, helping regular folks catch more fish and tournament pros capture more championships. It's a fact. More pro anglers count on Lowrance sonar and chart plotter products than any other brand.
Folks at home.
By a long shot.
Yeah.
And as you might expect, there's a darn good reason for that.
You know, I remember the first time I ever caught a bass on an artificial lure. I was 12 years old in the Pocono Mountains. I walked to the end of the dock. I threw a topwater lure out, twitched it a couple times, and a 3-pound bass came up and exploded on this thing. My heart was pounding. I was breathing heavy. The minute I landed that fish, it was the most exciting thing that ever happened to me up to that point in my life. That's the reason I got hooked in fishing. And that's the reason 20 years later, I'm still doing it today. You know, I've got a lot of equipment in my boat, but without a doubt, the Lowrance unit helps me solve that puzzle quick, and it makes me a top angler.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to FishTec Live. This is Season 4, Episode 4. Hang on. I don't need my PPE inside here. Sorry. Guys, crazy times. The whole world has gone into a tailspin of note. Unbelievable. For those of you, is anybody out there? Is anybody watching? Yeah, we got a couple of people there. Fantastic. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight. Yes, it's Season 4, so that's the 4th year. It's the 4th month of the year, so that makes it Episode 4. And guys, who would have thunk it, that we'd be living in these crazy times right now? Unbelievable. Guys, yes, the show is a week early. I just had a lot of people say, listen, you know, we're in the middle of this lockdown now. We're halfway through here in South Africa. I know other parts of the world, you guys have been locked down for a lot longer. Shame, man, I really feel for you guys. Look, for me, it's a bit strange. I just got back from a couple of weeks of mapping, so I'm generally under lockdown every time I get back from one of those trips. So I haven't felt much of a difference, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to feel it by the end of this coming week now. So yeah, hi Daryl, Christopher Collins, how you doing? Stephen, Kevin Naidu, Jake, Rowan, a little green fish, if I remember correctly, Corney, hello Corney, Arshut, Gerard, Daniel McLaughlin. Hey, how's it, Daniel? Well, I'd just like to congratulate Daniel McLaughlin, good friend of mine, on the birth of their son Ryan, which happened on the Monday after lockdown, believe it or not. Yes, we shut down on Thursday. Holy moly, Monday comes along and his son says, hello, I want to meet the world. So congratulations to you and Rachel. Daniel, fantastic. Neil Daisel, good evening. Simon, Alton Arthur's there. Yes, little green fish. Right, guys, what are we going to talk about? You're stuck inside. What are you going to do? What about this type of scenario? Wouldn't you like to do that? That'll be cool. Hey, just imagine. You sit in your lounge. You got your big TV that you bought for the sport. Sorry, no sport for a while. Nothing happening. TV's just sitting there. Everybody else is watching soapies and sakahutas. And there you sit. So what can you do? you can actually now use that big 72-inch screen TV of yours, and you can get your boat, either pull your boat up close enough that you can link to it via Wi-Fi on one of your old phones, and you can stream that, and then you can sit with your phone at the couch, and you can control that thing and play with your charts and get some practice in off the water. Guys, this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to sit down with your charts and get to know them well and get to know the dam well. It's a brilliant opportunity. Why is that so fuzzy? Guys, how's your quality on your side? On my feed, on my computer, it looks very, very blurry and what have you. Anyway, Tom, hello Tom, how you doing? James, Jens, hello Jens, how you doing? Yaku's there, hello Yaku, how you doing? Zane is there, hello Zane. Danvier, hey Danvier, hey, all good man. Danny Gayson's there, hello Danny. Yeah, no, awesome. Everyone says that the quality is cock. I don't know why the quality is cock. Anyway, guys, I can only stream at this speed and this quality because of possibly restrictions, and I don't know if the sharks have been eating the cable again off the west coast of Africa up there, but yeah. No, Daniel says the quality is good. Okay, Rowan, you're gonna have to get yourself a new computer, eh? Or you must pay for your data. Okay. Anyway, love giving old Rowan a hard time. So guys, yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to connect with your phone to the actual unit. We're going to start with the phone side of things. Now, I've got to mix and match and do little things here and whatnot, and we're going to merge that into there. Hello, are you there? Yes, there you go. Okay, guys, so what you're going to do is you're going to turn on your Wi-Fi. You're going to turn the Wi-Fi on the unit. I'm going to show you that second. We're going to do the phone first. I should have done it the other way around, come to think of it. Too late now. You're going to connect it up. You're going to turn your Wi-Fi on. It's going to come up with your HDSC. It's going to say, it will show you a strange number like that. It'll be HDS or Elite TI or something. And then you will connect to it. It will ask you for a password. You're going to go into the unit. You're going to add the password, which I'm going to show you just in a minute. I just can't show you both things at the same time. So, and then what you're going to do is you will then, just excuse me for a sec here, then you're going to push that. Okay, guys, can you see that little app? No, it's too short. I'm going to get cut off. Anyway, it's up there to my left. It's up that way. Okay, it says link. You're going to look for that link on your either on your Play Store or on the iTunes, and you're going to download it, obviously, to your smart device, or how many smart devices you're actually going to use, and then you're going to click on it like that. It's going to open up, and then it will tell you which unit it is, and you're going to click on that like that, and then you're going to say remote control like that. And bada bing, bada boom. There we go. It's connected. Okay, wonderful. So now you know how to do the phone side. Wi-Fi, first download the app from the Play Store, the iTunes Store. Then you're going to set up your Wi-Fi. You're going to connect it. You're going to get your details from the unit. And this is what you're going to do on the unit. You're going to hit your Pages button. You're going to get to this page here that you see in front of you. This will be the same on the Elite TI as well as the HDS. You're going to click on your settings at the top there. You're going to scroll down, Bichan, here to wireless, and you're going to say connect your phone tablet. Okay, and there it all is there for you. It's going to give you a story. It's got a little a code there that you can download, and then there's the password that you're going to use for your Wi-Fi connection. And boom, guys, it is that simple. And basically, you're going to have exactly what you see behind me now. Now, how do you get that? Wait. Merge that into there. Okay, how do you get that into the actual TV? That's the picture I'm looking for. Okay, can you guys see that? You can use multiple devices. You're going to take a little, let me just put this on here. Like I said, you can use a little slave phone like that. get one of those little adapters. Can you see that little adapter behind me there? You see that adapter? You can get one for Android, you can get it for an iPhone, and you're going to plug it into the back of the phone there, like that. I can turn this off. You don't need to see me all over the chutters here. There we go. I'm gone. And there you go. You're going to plug that in from the HDMI into the HDMI of that wonderful big TV that you bought for the blowbiller and all the sharks. And yeah, you're going to put your chart into your unit. You can use a small little unit. You don't have to, if you, like I said, if you've got range, to your boat, if you've got Wi-Fi range, you can just park your boat close enough that you can get Wi-Fi to the slave unit. Maybe your garage is that close already that you've got it set up like that, and then you're away. Alternatively, you can take a little unit like this. This is an old TI. It's a little TI5, lovely little unit, man. Geez, I can't believe they stopped making the little 5-inch unit for the TI2. Really nice. And you can bang your charts into there. Let me take myself out of there again. We've seen enough of me. There we go. I'm gone. And bada bing, bada boom, you put your charts in and you sort it and you're good to go. Now, this is what you're going to see. So let's merge that into there. Now, guys, that a lot of you have probably seen. Let me just see who's here. Quality's okay. Malcolm says everything's fine. Oh hell, what happened there now? Denvia's there. Yeah, Danvia says it's all fine. Ganadali says it's fine. Ganadi says it's fine. Shane Redmond, hello Shane, how you doing? Cornay says it's fine. Yaku says I've got Wi-Fi. Malcolm Kutsia, good evening. John Easton, hey Malcolm, how you doing? He says everything's fine. Or Kutsa is there. Thanks, Ganadi. Rod Freeze, PJ, Andy's there. Danvia, will it work on the new hook reveal units as well? Danvia, no, unfortunately not. I'm glad I saw that and it didn't go past on the feed. Unfortunately, no, it's not going to work. This is only for your TI units, your TI2, and everything from the generation 3, from the HDS generation 3, which is the HDS Carbon, as well as the new HDS Live. Everything else, unfortunately, is not going to work. Hey, Lloyd Palou, my friend from Rocky Bay, how you doing? Jens says true that about the 5 inches. Yeah, Jens, they should have brought out a little 5-inch unit on the Elite TI2, shouldn't they? Anyway, it happens like that. Neil Buttons joined us. Fantastic. Hello, Neil. How you doing? Okay, fantastic. So now you've done the connection. You're all loaded up. You're going to pop this thing in here and you're going to say, right, now what do I do? You're going to pop your chart in. Okay, I'm going to cheat. I'm the only person that's got these new charts. They haven't had a chance to get out. I was just finishing off on the charts today. I was panicking. I thought I wasn't going to make it. But anyway, it is done. I've put the Arabi chart in first. I know a lot of you guys asked for Arabi, and guys, the world has changed. I know everyone's saying, yeah, but we got this tournament then and that. I feel for all of you guys. All of you guys that have got the discipline and the self-control to sit at home, even if you have got a little piece of paper that says you can go gallivanting, but you're doing the right thing, you're sitting at home and you're bloody sitting with your family, looking after your family, listening to what the government has told you, right or wrong. Let's not argue that. Let's not argue that. That's a story. That's a 2-hour video on its own. But let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's do what they say, and fantastic. But I know how you guys are feeling. You want to get out there. You want to hit the water, and you see pictures of other oaks fishing, and it just makes you a little bit nyarry inside. Anyway, that's how I feel. I'm like, you bugger. But anyway, yeah, gallivanting on your bloody farm or whatnot. But anyway, we'll sort you oaks out later with pictures of bigger fish than what you caught. Anyway, now just be otherwise. No. Okay, so yes, this is where we are. We at Arabi. Remember, guys, when you put your chart in, the first thing you do is you're going to select Navionics. The reason why we select Navionics is that you want to get more or less roughly on your chart where the map is. Otherwise, it's just going to be blank and it's only going to pop into view at level 2048, which is quite a ways in, to be quite honest. So rather use your Navionics. It zooms all the way out to 500 kilometers or something, so you can see everything. Zoom in. In the case with Arabi, we just know it's north of Groblersdal. Unfortunately, there isn't even an outline for it on the Navionics chart here in South Africa. So we zoom in and we zoom in and we zoom in. Okay, keep in mind that's the built-in Navionics. That's on the machine, not the actual Navionics card that you can buy. And then the first thing that you're going to do with this chart, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see it on the right-hand side. You're going to... Who popped in there? Tim Stain joined us. Freddie Stain. Hey, Freddie, how you doing, man? Hey, congratulations on your PB the other day, by the way. Do you have Artist Cliff, eh? Yeah, we spoke about that the last time, I think, but geez, awesome. I still remember that picture. Beautiful fish. Well done. Okay, guys, you'll notice with the Arabi chart, I know some of you are going to get cross with me, because I keep changing how the charts work. I'm feeling the waters. You know, I get feedback from guys saying, yeah, but why have you got contours and then there's no satellite behind it, and why must there be satellite and then the So what I've done with Arabi, I've just made it satellite, okay? But with the satellite, you'll see now, there's just the contours, okay? Now you're thinking, now where's the satellite? Okay, so let's zoom in here. We're here near, where's the launch site? There's the slipway. Everybody knows this part. Anybody that's been to Arabi will know this spot very, very well. This is the launch site. There's the Matala Aloe Park offices, and there's the actual slipway there. But what has happened to your satellite? So what we do is we go more options, we go to chart options, and we go to photo overlay, and we go to full. Now, what happens at full? The colored contours disappear completely. Okay? You've only got the contour charts. You'll see they are 3-foot intervals. We zoom in. Can you see the 3-foot intervals? But watch what happens when we go really close. Boom. See that? There comes your 1-foot contours. Remember, guys, when I did Arabi, the dam was 100% full. So this level, it was the perfect time to actually do it because you can't miss anything. Okay, but what if you still want the color with the satellite outline? Then you go land only. You see what happens there? Look how nice that looks. Remember, you can go back, back, back. Remember, you can sweep this away. If I can do it right, there we go. You see how I swept that away? Now you've got the whole screen. Now you can see the accommodation, you can see the little huts. There's the little hut that I stayed in there. Oh no, there was the one where I stayed in there. Look, the resolution on the South African charts is not that great, unfortunately. But let me tell you, compared to what you can do with other brand units, this is actually pretty good. It's pretty good. So there you go. There's your contours. Like I said to you, they are surveyed contours. They're very close. A pass is made. It's extremely accurate data. If you want those, sorry, I know I bounce around a little bit with this type of thing. You see how the 1-foot contours are only kicking in much later. I've got my chart detail on low. Can you see that on the right hand side of your screen there? If you put that on full, you can zoom out quite far and those 1-foot contours will stay there. But remember, with my charts, I only make the 1-foot contours up to 30 feet. Yes, somebody's going to argue and say, what if the dam is down by 30 feet? Now we don't have 1-foot contours from the 30-foot mark down. That's a good point. That's a good point. Again, another thing to keep in mind. And how do we get there? It's the feedback I get from you. It's the feedback I get from my customers. You guys tell me, no, we like this color palette. We don't want 1-foot contours all the way out, or we do, or whatever we do, and so it will be. But let's say you order a chart and you don't like the way that the chart is made standard. you can contact me and say, John, I've used your charts for a while now. From this chart that I bought from you, I liked this feature. From that one, I liked that, and I like that. I can make you a custom chart. It's going to take a little bit longer. It's not going to be a case of bang in the machine and send it off to you. You're going to have to give me a couple of days to build the chart up for you, to make it a custom chart. But yes, we are going to start offering custom charts for our customers. And who knows, we might even get to a point where we actually just standardize on one thing. But I have to try all these different things so you guys can give me feedback and say, John, that is an absolute nightmare what you did. We don't want that. Or, wow, love that. Can you do it for all my other charts? That's the type of feedback that we're looking at. So here we go. That's the type of scenario. Right. I was saying just now, any more questions? No, nobody's asking questions. Okay. What if the dam is down by 6 feet? What do you do then? Do you know, I'm going to show you a little trick here. What you can do is you can go back here, go into your categories. On the far left hand, you can't see it because you can't see it on the actual screen, but up on that far top left, it's actually hidden slightly to the left. There's a little arrow there. I'm going to click it very carefully and you'll see this menu drop down. Let's say the water's dropped down by 6 feet. So now we want that land. Remember we said land only? We want that land only to come down to 6 feet now. Because you're on the water, you've got 6 feet down on the dam. So we're going to turn off 0 to 3 and we're going to turn off 3 to 6. Now have a look. Did you see that? That is exactly how it's going to look when you arrive there and the dam is down by 6 feet. Isn't that an awesome feature? I know Hummingbird's got the feature where you can adjust depth, where it'll actually make 3 foot, it'll reduce that 6 feet down. So 12 feet, it'll deduct 6 foot from the 12 feet. So there where you see 12 feet on the Hummingbird, you've got a feature where you can dial that thing down so that it actually tells you that it is actually 6 feet and not 12 feet because the dam is down by 6 feet. I still like that feature. But they don't have this. They don't have this option. This is a cool option. So yeah, you know, it's a bit of a swings and a rides things with the brands. I don't know if you guys saw that that live scope screenshot I put up this afternoon on Facebook from Chris Kufal. He's from Texas. Oh man, I think he's from Houston or Texas. Anyway, I can't remember. But Chris, he first time out with the live scope, put it on the water, and he just got the most incredible screenshot. You got to go to my Facebook page and go and have a look at that. I shared it from his Chris Kufal. Just remember that name. So yeah, the different brands, you know, are doing some amazing stuff. But this is what we can do. Okay, so let's say somebody says to you, okay, 15 feet of water, the dam's full. So let's put the dam back up to full. The dam is 15 foot. Hang on, there's a question. Hang on. Shane Redmond, ask anglers to send in their chart preferences and suggestions, and maybe that will be the new base of your chart. Shane, the guys do. But at this point, it's still all over the place. I still don't have enough feedback from the guys to say this is what people want, because so far it's still all over the place because there isn't enough information coming back to me. When I ask the guys say it's cool, or I'm still getting used to it, or whatever, and then a couple of guys say, oh, I like this, I like that, but then there's conflict. But I'm hoping with time, maybe you're quite right, maybe I should do like a questionnaire thing at some point and put it up there like a poll, and the guys can choose, you know, under the contours, what do you prefer? From I know I recently did one about the colors, about the isobath colors that you see here behind me, from the red going all the way down to the blue. Let me just zoom out so you can see the blue. There we go. Okay, and then I added a bit of green and a little bit of luminous pink and whatnot. And I don't know if you saw that, Shane, but it was all over the place. one like this, the other one like that. But this one that you see behind me, the traditional, what we call the traditional 85 rainbow, that's still the most popular one. And I like it because it's so simple. Red, danger. Stay away from that. But then when the dam drops, you got to compensate. You see, like a dog chasing his tail. Yaku, yes. And then Arshud said maybe a questionnaire to fill out would be, Arshud, like I was saying, maybe I should do that and maybe include it. Look, I don't want to make it a paper thing. I'd rather keep it digital. But maybe I can start putting questions out there on Facebook and get a bit of feedback from the guys, what questions they'd like to see in this questionnaire, and then release the questionnaire. So, yeah. Okay. Some good tips there. You see, we all learned something. Okay. I'm going to take this chart detail down again. I find it gets a little bit cluttered, for me, at least. Okay. Let's say you're planning on going to the dam for the weekend and somebody says to you, you're 15 feet of water, the dam was full, 100% full, 15 feet of water, rock ledge with timber on it. That's the ticket. So what do? You say, okay, 15 feet. So you want to go 3 feet before 15 feet, which is 12 feet, and you want to go 3 feet after 15 feet. So we're going to turn off 12 to 18 feet. Does that make sense? Am I talking nonsense now? No. You guys must check on me. You must watch me, because sometimes what did we say? 12 to 18 feet, eh? There's your 15 to 18 and your 12 to 15. So we can turn off that. We're going to turn off that. I'm going to show you why we're doing it like that. There's our little gap now. Can you see that little gap? Now, if the thing we're looking for is the center line, you see that 15-foot line? The one that's in the middle? That's the one that we're going to trace. But what if there's something just hiding and you just can't see it? Just go to here and go full. This is under photo overlay. Just quickly go to full and you'll see, okay, you can roughly see what else is out there. You can see there's some timber there. I mean, some rocky, clay stuff, whatever, but there's no actual timber. So let's go back to land only. Let's follow this around. We follow this around. Remember, it's a long way around this dam. I can't remember how many Ks it was, but it's 50 something Ks or whatever. So you need this COVID-19 isolation time to sit down and put it on a nice big screen in high definition. And okay, obviously what you're seeing here on Facebook now isn't the high definition that you're going to see on the unit itself or on your TV. But I am recording this show and I will put it on YouTube in the morning. And that'll be at full HD, 1080, 1920 by 1080, whereas this, what you see now, is only 720. Okay, so I hope I can run into some timber here quite soon. Okay, there's a nice little ledge there. See the little creek, a little washaway there? That's obviously the channel that comes in. Hang on. Here we go. So we're going to go full. Okay, there's, you see, this is now the rock that we're looking for. But it hasn't got the timber. Okay, look, the satellite isn't great. But you know what we do have? We have the Ultra HF. So now you're going to switch over to your Ultra HF. There it is there. There it is. Okay. Now, guys, there was something there. No, that was bait. That was fish. But anyway, we got to stick to this 15-foot mark. Can you see all these rocks here? Okay, that's the boat turning. These lines, you see those dark smudged lines there? That's where Amy, my autonomous craft, makes a very radical turn so that it stays exactly on the path. Yes, unfortunately, it does smudge the image slightly and something could be hidden in there. But it's just the way the craft works. The craft has to be within a very small distance from its predetermined path. I don't want it wandering all over the place. I really don't want to do that. But let's stay on this 15 foot. Let's see if we can do the same thing here with the chart option. So we're going to go land only. That's going to go dark. When we're going to go back, we're going to go to the categories. We're going to go to our depth, and we're going to turn 12, 15, 15, 18 off. Okay, there's our little window. Can you see that now? Okay, now you've got two choices. You can go to satellite, under chart options, land only. You see, there you've got the window. You've got your window under your satellite imagery. You can go back, go to the satellite, change that to your Ultra HF South. No, that's a streak from the turning. But look how clear this is, guys. Look at the detail on these rocks here. Okay, there's something interesting there. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Can you see that little mark there? That's a tree. There's your rock in 15 feet. Okay, sometimes you get lucky. There's the rock. Bang. There's some standing timber. Can you see the shadow created by the standing timber? Let's confirm it with the satellite. So we go back to the satellite. Yep, there it is. Definitely. There's a little stump there, and there's some standing timber there. And it's right on the edge of this rocky sort of outcrop here. So let's go there and let's go full. Yeah, there's the rocks. You see how those rocks come from the deep? They come all the way up to 12, 15 feet. There we go, exactly on the 15-foot mark. Bang, there's your standing timber. Go back, confirm that with the set. Yeah, there it is, definitely. Bang. And what you would do is you'd hit your pages, your little flag for your waypoints. You're going to change your icon to the little tree. There we go. And you're going to go bang, save. And there it is there. There you've now got a waypoint. So when you hit the water, you know from the information that you received, bang, that's what you're after. Okay, so that's basically how you're going to do it. So you can also, if you want to see more of the whole thing, you can go full. There we go. And now you can see the full mosaic. You see that? Now guys, I want to show you something about this mosaic. You must see if look, I like these lines over the mosaic. I know some guys don't like it. They say that it clutters the screen a little bit, but you can turn them off if you want to. If you just want to see the mosaic and you're not interested in the depth, particularly, maybe you just want to check it later, you go back to your categories, and under line, you turn that line nautical off. Now the line is gone. You see that? But for now, let's keep it back on because it's quite nice. It gives us a depth that we're in. So in this example here, we're in 21, 22 feet of water. What if the dam is 22? For a lot of people, they might say, oh, it's too deep or whatever. For me, not. I personally don't mind 22 feet of water. But what if the dam drops by 10 feet? Now you're only in 12 feet of water. You know? But anyway, these are, I want to see if you would see this. You know what? I want to measure this. Sorry, if you guys don't mind, I know I get distracted very often. I want to measure, reset to, I want to see what is the width on this thing? This drum, or is it a rondolve, or what is it? It's 30 feet across. Guys, that's how you can measure things to get an idea of how big they are, is by using your measurement tool. Just remember, as you hit measurement, you got to go reset to cursor so that you get the black and the blue little tabs together on the screen, so you can pull them apart and physically measure. So yeah, geez, 30 meters, that's a 10 meter diameter, 5 meter radius. Yeah, that's a fair drum or whatever it is. But you know what I'd love to see? Is it on the satellite? Yes, bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. It's on the satellite too. I didn't check that. But that's nice. But guys, I must say, This satellite of Arabi and the sediment is good. It is really, really good. Now what have I done? Oh yeah, you see, this is another thing that I was now fiddling with. Let's go land only. We go full. There we go. There's our full sediment. Now I wonder what that is. We know that's the rocks. How are we doing time-wise? If we go to satellites, yeah, you see there's the rocks. But I wonder if that's... I don't know what this thing is. You see, it's not labeled. No, it is. This RES, could that possibly be reservoir? But let me tell you, if you saw that on the chart and you got all these other bloody circles around here, you're not going to spot that. I'm sorry. I don't know. But on the satellite and obviously on the Ultra HF, it is as clear as day. What I like about the Ultra HF, okay, here's another thing. Here's another really cool tip. Watch how, look at the satellite. Okay, who can tell me how tall this reservoir is? Is it a 30, 40 foot tall reservoir? Because remember, it's a satellite. You're looking directly from the top. You can't really tell. But if you go to your side scan mosaic, that's a very shallow shadow. Very shallow shadow. So my take on that would be it's only maybe 2-3 foot at best high. It's not a very high drum reservoir or whatever. So don't forget to look at your shadows and how long is the shadow. If this black shadow went from there and it went all the way down to there, you know this was a very, very tall thing, and it created a shadow as if you had a car's light shining on it and going down to the ground. So anyway, yeah, that type of thing you're going to have to watch out for. Guys, I did talk to you about these turn marks. You see these turns where the boat actually turns quite violently, you know, to stay on the track. You just got to learn to work around that. There's nothing I can do at this point to actually get rid of that. But guys, have you noticed the amount of fish in this dam? I know there's mackerel and there's carp and there's barbel and there's kerper and there's all sorts of things, but my goodness, you will see how these fish stack up in certain areas. It's very, very interesting to see. Because remember, this scan, these multiple scans that you see here, this 1, 2, 3, 4, those are probably 3, 6, 9. Those from the first one to the last one, you're looking at about 12 hours difference. That's how long it takes the boat, Amy, to get around. This is a very large area that it was scanning at a time. It was doing a single perimeter at a time. Daniel Berta says that could be a concrete dam. Yes, Daniel, I think you're right. It's a little concrete reservoir. Yeah, that's Daniel's right. That's probably a concrete reservoir. Quite right. 5 meter radius, 30 foot. Yeah, I think you're spot on, eh? Well done, Daniel. So yeah, what the contours on the satellites, we're going to go back to here, we're going to go there, we're going to go there to land only. You've got the contour data, gives you great information as to the channels and the ledges and how steep the drop-offs are. You can see this is very gradual here. There's nothing really steep here, whereas if you go to an area like this, you see how they concentrate there. You see how they concentrate. You can see that goes from sort of 9 feet to 36 feet very quickly. You know, that's a very steep drop because these contour lines are so close together. And guys, you're always going to need the contour charts. And for those of you that don't want all the imagery and whatnot, or you've got a unit that can't handle all the imagery, I do have, I think there's about 18 dams around South Africa. It's called the FishTec HD contour chart, and it will just have the contour imagery for you, and you can buy that from us. It's very, very well priced at about, I think it's 2,500 rand. Carl Lewis says there's millions of Chinese carp in Arabi. Yeah, Jacques Skuman also said the same thing. That's a little bit of a worry, eh? Sure. But if you look at the imagery, the sonic shadows created by those shoals of fish are very different. So that's something you guys can start to put together. Where's your Kerper type fish? Look, carp and the Asian carp, that's going to be the same. And then, of course, your mackerel is going to be a much thinner, more dense, speckled type of shoal. So it's going to take, I don't have the skill to even teach you on that. That's something that you guys, the actual fishermen, are going to work out with the charts. You know, that's that type of fish, that's that type of fish. So that would be some really interesting stuff. So like I was saying, you've got this contour data, you've got the sediment data, you've got the side scan mosaic data. I mean, each one just has its own unique thing. And if you go back here, sorry, I need a sip of my coffee. Oh, excuse me, that's much better. Guys, on this chart here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 5 different charts on the one card. This is very unique to Lowrance. Lowrance is the only unit at this point that can do that, where you can put so many charts and multiple image charts, layer for layer for layer. It's quite a phenomenal thing that Lowrance did, and they did it long ago. The ICM, the Insight Map Creator was created a very, very long time ago. So well done to the guys for actually doing that. Guys, the last thing I want to talk about on Arabi is the names. It was very hard to find names. I did put a thing up on Facebook asking guys for names, but I didn't get too much. For those that did, thank you very much. I have used them, but other than that, I've just made it up. I've just called that the Kromdraai Road side. You can see that's the old road which came past there with the bridge. This is the Marble Hall Road. This side goes to Marble Hall. This side goes to Kromdraai. Yeah, I've tried to use names like Mutsefri. Mutsepiri is up the hill here, so I used that name there. Yeah, we'll just have to get used to these names. If they're wrong, I apologize, but it is what it is. And there we go, guys. That's all I have for Arabi. I'm going to quickly, because I've spent a lot of time on Arabi Dam, we're going to shoot up to Thohoyandou, and we're going to remove that chart, and we're going to put in the Nandoni. Now, those of you that follow me on Facebook will know I had a problem at Nandoni. Okay, we won't talk about the trees. Yo, yeah, that place has got trees. My goodness. But guys, let me see if I can just get this onto Nandoni. There's Nandoni. We'll put it onto satellite. There we go. Okay, we're going to just go back. We're going to go to chart options. We're going to go to categories, put all the categories on. And there we go. There's our Nandoni chart. Guys, you'll be pleased to know that I managed to, from a contour perspective, I managed to cover the entire dam, and the dam was 100% full, so the dam is done. It's done all the way down around the corner, down past the Mugava Bridge, and all the way down to the end. I mean, it was 100% full. I got to a point where I couldn't even turn the boat around anymore, right down way in the back here. So and this was all overgrown by the time I got there. But as you can see, there's some great detail there. Let's just put that on full. You can see we got our roads, our washaways up in the shallow area here. Some really, really great stuff. But I want to show you something interesting. You see, I think I've got a better, although that, you see the rocks are sort of sticking out there, you know, by the bridge there. I took another satellite as well. It's pretty close. Satellite. I think the water was just contained here. Because if we go to the satellite and go to this big area, and guys, you've got to be careful on this dam. I tell you what, how the guys have been driving around on this dam without a chart, I don't know. Because this dam must be lethal. Absolutely lethal. If you look at that there, guys, look at these trees right in the middle of nowhere. I mean, this here I've named the island, and I'll tell you why I've named it the island. Because if you change your colors, look at that. Okay, it's 18 feet deep. That's fine. But guys, it's still shallow. If the dam is down by 18 feet, and I think this dam goes up and down a lot from what I could see and what I heard from people, what they told me, this dam does fluctuate quite drastically. I'm open to correction if I've got that wrong. But this type of thing, you've got to be very, very careful of. You see, there's a place here called the Gap. If you were to fly through here, if you came from the north, you edge your way through here, yes, you could make it through into the channel there on that gap. I love fishing gaps like that. I think they also call them the saddle. I think it's a good fishing spot. So it's always very interesting. But you can see where all the trees are. Guys, these trees are not Mickey Mouse play trees. These trees are big trees. These trees are not going to break when you hit them. Something on your side is going to break. And guys, I'm going to warn you here. Andy also warned me about it. Is Andy still on? I'm not too sure. But guys, I don't know who's done it. I'm not blaming whoever did it. But these guys have cut these trees just underneath the surface. So when the dam was down, they obviously cut them. And now with the dam up, these massive stumps are just underneath the surface. And guys, that is so dangerous. I want to show you this island area. Look how nice and clear these trees are. But you know what's so interesting about these big trees? These big trees are not sitting up on the island, on the shallow section. They're actually down in the deep water. They're actually in the channel, you know, into the drop-off channel. But look at this imagery that I've included with this chart. It is the satellite from 2016, which was the lowest the dam ever went. And look at that. Now, I'm going to tell you what I like about this, okay? The first thing we can work out is how far was the dam down in feet exactly when this happened. Easy peasy. Go to your chart options, go to your categories, and turn your lines on. There it is there. It was 24 feet down. Look, contours are never as accurate as a satellite image because contouring does a certain amount of interpolation and it does a lot of averaging and whatnot. So if you've got a low level satellite, always trust your low level satellite before the contour. The contour is going to give you a guideline, but it's just the nature of the beast because of the cone and whatnot. Whereas imagery like this, I see a whole bunch of guys that join us. Hey, Brendan van Zedam, how you doing? Bart Swart joined us, Manus, Johan Engelbrecht, Andrew Rousseau, Scott Matthew, Nico De Lange, Marco van Vielen. Hey, Marco, how you doing? Yeah, so you know, but this is what I want to show you. If we go back to the normal satellite, it's too deep, you can't see anything, okay? But when we go to this one, these are those big stumps. See these black dots here? Those are those stumps that I was talking about. And I like stumps like that, especially isolated stumps. I don't know if Cornay says the chart isn't changing. Corne, that is very, very strange. You're right, the chart isn't changing. What is going on, people? Guys, I actually don't know why it's done that. It's on the phone, it's changing. On here, it's not changing. Let me just change back to another screen. I'm going to merge back to there. I want to see if it changes back. That will be a snag, and I don't know why. Because, and then we go merge, we go back again. Guys, I apologize. It is stuck, and I can't change it. And I know how to change this. I've got to drop the feed, and I'm not going to stop the feed. No, sorry guys. I'm going to have to leave Nandoni Dam right there. Right, apologies everybody. I don't know what the story is there and why it actually did that. I'm going to try one more thing. I've gone back to just the phone. No, nada. Nothing. Anyway, guys, I'm going to waste time. There's nothing I can do about it. I would definitely have to restart for some other reason. It froze on the imagery side here, not on the unit. The unit is working fine. The phone is working fine, but for some other reason, it's frozen on my streaming side, on the streaming software side. So my apologies, everybody. We're going to have to end it, well, stop talking about Nandoni right there. But the important thing, what I wanted to say about Nandoni, there was only 2 passes done around. Look, the whole river section is side scanned. So all the side scan for the river section is there. The west side of the dam, there's some really good information, but I do have to go back. I was there for 6 days. I got 2 days on the water. It wasn't even 2 days. And I had to come home with this coronavirus thing when our president said it's time to pack up and we're going to shut the country down on Thursday. I thought, let me rather just leave now. I don't want to get halfway there and have a trailer issue or blow a bearing and I can't get spares or whatever the case might be, although that's rubbish. I take spares with me. But yeah, I didn't want to be in a situation where I don't make it home by the cutoff. So yeah, let me just see. Everyone says, yeah, it's stuck there. The background is stuck. Jens says, reselect your OBS source. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me just see. Add input, camera. Let me try that. Say, okay. No, there's definitely a problem, Jens. It says insufficient system resources. So obviously something's freaked it out. No, I can't do that. So cancel. Anyway, thanks for that, Jens. Good information there, but it's frozen. I'd have to I'd have to reboot the whole computer. But yeah, so that's it for Arabi. That's it for Nandoni. I showed you the contour charts, the FishTec SA charts. There's 18 dams. No, now there's 20 dams on there for South Africa. 2,500 Rand, really, really good. But before you guys run away, I want to tell you about something very important. Guys, this is Jacques and Corneille. They're from Witbank. They've been pro staff here at FishTec for quite some time. They contacted me yesterday and said, look, we're fortunate enough to be able to still be working. We work from home. I won't reveal the company that they work for. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but their company is obviously looking after them very, very nicely. And they said, John, we know you are just a small business and we'd like to help out. And for one, they are pro staff, so they don't need to pay for their charts. But they said, we are going to buy the chart from you for Arabi. So Jacques and Corneille, thank you very much. But that's not all. Guys, what they've done is anybody that buys a chart in this shutdown period before everything starts up again, any chart, you can buy any chart from us, from the simplest chart to the Vol River chart. We're going to put your name into a hat, and Jacques and Corneille have sponsored R1,000 discount. So what will happen is you buy your charts. You'll only have it sent to you, on the 17th or the 18th. But we're going to draw a name out of the hat on the 17th, that night of where the whole thing, where hopefully we come out of the shutdown, and we will reveal to everybody who has won that R1,000 discount, thanks to Jacques and Corneille Skuman sponsoring us that awesome prize. And who knows, maybe we throw in something a little bit in to sweeten that pot a little bit. So yeah, guys, get hold of Colleen, order your chart, you'll go into the draw, and who knows, maybe you get half your money back. So yeah, good time. Let me just see. Yes, I actually hope that would help. Reinhard, the best couple, thanks. Yes. Okay, so guys, that's me. I'm done. I'm a little bit short. It's 6 minutes shy of the end. Everybody that stuck it out and watched, I'm sorry about the screen freezing up. Let me just merge that in there. Oh man, those guys are wonderful. Jacques, Corneille, thank you very much. So yeah, guys, next month, hopefully we're out of this thing. Look, next week I might, you know what I might do? I'm not going to make a promise, but next week we might come back and have another look at this Nandoni chart. I know a lot of guys asked, they want to see some more information on this. So maybe next week, which is the normal time slot for this show, our once a month show, I will pop it in there, and maybe we can talk, maybe just for 20 minutes on the Nandoni chart, what we have so far. So everybody that joined me tonight, thank you very, very much. And thanks again, once again, to Jacques. And I want to just close off with that there, because I think they deserve it. I wish I could make myself a bit smaller there. I'll squeeze in between them there. How's that? So thanks everybody, and please guys, look after yourselves. Don't go running around. Let's give the government the benefit of the doubt. I know a lot of you have got a piece of paper, so have I, that says I can go gallivanting, but don't do that. It's not long now. The worst part is over. We're halfway through it. Let's see this thing out, and let's everybody pray and hold thumbs and whatever you do to make good juju and good karma. Let's hope this whole thing settles and goes away, and we look at it in our rearview mirror and go, whoo, that was a lelike ding. But yeah, everybody, thank you. Look after yourselves, and I'll hopefully see you again next week. Good night, everybody.